You know, one of the most powerful stories that I can reckon and remember at this time is when Jesus begins to speak of the church for the first time. One of the few times in His ministry. Jesus rolls into Caesarea Philippi, a place of heinous debauchery, idolatry, sacrifice of the worst kind. Not in Jerusalem does He ask His disciples, His apostles, who do you say I am? He's playing an away game. He goes into the heart of the enemy's encampment, and at Caesarea Philippi, a place that had previously been known before the Romans got there and renamed it as Banias. And even that name is a corruption. That B doesn't really get it of what it originally was. Banias, the B was a P. Panias, P-A-N, Pan, the God of nature. The God, when things start to go wrong, you go to and you sacrifice. There was a cave there, and people understood caves as a gateway to the underworld. And this cave had something even more unique about it. Out of it flowed water, and water was language and symbolic with that which was the abyss. And so the people of that time understood this Panias, this Caesarea Philippi, as the very gates of hell. And it was God of nature, Pan's home game. And then the debauchery and the sacrifice and idolatry that goes on there, Jesus goes to that place. And He looks at His apostles and He says, who do people say I am? Well, some say John the Baptist, some say Elijah, some say Jeremiah, some say the other prophets. And He looks in at them and He says, but who do you say I am? Boy, and Peter comes through. You're the Son of the living God. You're the Messiah. And Jesus in that moment says, right here at the gates of hell, on this rock, in this away game, in this place that's unfamiliar, unexpected, unwanted, this is where I'm going to build my church. And the gates of hell here, the Pan guy, that God won't overcome it. Interesting thing about Pan. When nature goes wrong, what did that agrarian society do? They called it panic, pandemonium, pandemic. And Jesus goes in the midst of that pandemic and He says, this is where I build my church. And the gates of hell will not overcome it. You better believe that Jesus Christ is in the midst of this. You need to keep your eyes on Him. You need to keep your faith in Him. And you need to do some introspection and some challenging of yourself to keep your heart on Him.